Hi there Gemini, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your weekly intuitive tarot reading for July 27th to August the 2nd. I was a week ahead of myself there Gemini, but can you believe it that we're heading into August already? It's just gone so quick. What a crazy year, I say every week. Let's get started here and see what your messages are. Begin by pulling you a card from the Work Your Light Oracle. See what your overarching theme or message may be. For Gemini, July 27th to August the 2nd. What do they need to hear? I'm going to take the one that flipped. Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Well, Gemini, you might be heading into action mode, you know, like really full fire with that warrior energy. It's almost like a bit of an Aries energy, that one. And it says maybe there's a deeper calling that is becoming apparent to you that you may want to follow. Let's see what else comes out. For Gemini. Here it goes. Ahimsa. Now that is the principle of no harm. Doing as to others as you would like done to yourself, you know, whether that is, you know, in conversations and communications, you know, operating with kindness and care. So that's a nice little reminder there. Let's get the tarot cards out, Gemini. I will begin by pulling your energy for the recent past. Energies completing or transitioning in your life, what you might be currently journeying. For Gemini. Well, we have got the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, which could be that wind of change. It could be your energy, Gemini. This is the start of a new foundation, laying new plans, and it might be to answer that deepest calling. Now let's go for your current or focus energy. Five of Cups is that reminder there to disconnect from the past losses. You know, maybe you've tried to answer this calling before, Gemini, and haven't been as successful as you'd like. You know, we can't let past disappointments block us from giving it a go again. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Six of Cups. You've got a beautiful energy, healing, calm, loving energy in your near future outcome energy. Oh, look what's at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, Ace of Wands. That's that full fire energy that I was feeling with the Warrior Woman Oracle. That's the action, the inspiration that's going to help you answer this calling, whatever it may be, guys. This is a general reading. So it could be something to do with love, romance, and relating. It can be in our work. It could be, you know, in a personal project or hobby. It could be just becoming that best version of yourself. Let's get the clarifiers. Clarifying now the Knight of Pentacles, Page of Swords combination for you, Gemini. The Two of Wands. Yeah, this is a new pathway, guys, a new pathway opening up that might have come after a bit of a life review. You're at that fork in the road and really wanting to tread a new path. Let's clarify that Five of Cups. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. Absolutely, it is time, divine timing. I just love that card, guys. It might be my favorite one in the deck because it's like, here comes the change. You know, the Page of Swords, they say, is kind of like the winds of change. It's the rumbling of progress, and then it's like bang, Wheel of Fortune. It's kind of like the wind that starts getting under that wheel to turn it, and it just hits that momentum where it can just spin. That's what I'm seeing here. So let's get out the clarifier for the Six of Cups. I'm taking that one. Transformation, which is the Death card. Yep, definitely lots of change here. I've got Strength at the bottom of the deck on this side here, Gemini. Okay, Gemini, let's read these cards. So, you know what? You've got a deeper calling that is emerging that's asking you to answer it. And, you know, it seems to be some kind of transformation of a past way of being or something that might be holding you back from it. It's really time for you to have the strength and courage to release that and let it go. There's a new pathway that's opening up for you, and I feel like this deepest calling is, you know, the location, the destination along this path, and you're being asked to take the action to step onto that path this week. So in your recent past, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and Two of Wands. So this process may have already started for you. It could be that you've just had the realization, hey, I've got this burning desire. I need to make a change in my life. It's time for me to do what I want to do in life. It's time for me to get on purpose. Maybe you've been sort of in a period of allowing life to happen to you for might even be the previous decade, but now it's like you want to take that bull by the horns. You know, it's your time. And I think the Page of Swords here really indicates that wind starting to pick up, that wind of change really starting to pick up, and it's this week that it gets in those sails and turns that wheel of fortune. This Gemini can also be your energy. It can be the infancy of change, you kind of stepping into more of like a childlike energy, or feeling renewed or young again, because you are on the forefront of a big change. And sometimes energetically we feel like that. We sort of feel like we're shedding those excuse me those layers that have held us back, the conditioning, all of those things that kind of make us feel like, you know, older than our time, and not in a positive way. Excuse me, Gemini. And maybe might have been through not sharing your voice as my throat chakra closes up. But with the Two of Wands here, you know, you have been in this period of life in review, and I think that's what's kind of brought this deeper calling to your attention. The Two of Wands is about a new path opening, as I mentioned before, and getting ready to take the steps on that path. It can be a card of assessing, you know, where you've been to now, and you know, where you want to go in the future, and then bridging that gap. What do I need to do? And that's where the Knight of Pentacles comes in, because the Knight of Pentacles is the planning, it's the practical steps, it's the efficient, methodical action required in order to move towards this calling that you've got here, right? The Knight of Pentacles also asks you to have patience. This is all happening and unfolding, but it will happen in divine timing, Wheel of Fortune. It's not going to unfold overnight. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the tarot deck, but it's time for you to start planting the seeds towards moving to where you want to go, right? The Knight of Pentacles gets out there and slowly and methodically works that land and plants these seeds, because he knows that he'll receive that abundant harvest in the next season, and he has that promise, so he does the hard work. And you know, you might start to see the results quite quickly, but it will just be, you know, maybe a little bit, and then the full success will come later. The Two of Wands also, Gemini, says that you may need to step beyond a comfort zone in order to fully grasp this Ace of Wands here. Now, a comfort zone could be a tried and tested way of being or doing something. It can be a relationship that's really comfortable, but you know it's not the one. Again, we can get comfortable in our job, and you know it's easy. It might be just easy, but you know that you have got more to offer the world. You've got a bigger gift. Sometimes we have to leave what's comfortable for now to really seek our greater path, to answer that deeper calling. And that Ace of Wands is coming in again as kind of like a, you know, refound and reclaimed energy and enthusiasm to help you push along. This also, Ace of Wands, stands for that passion and purpose and reconnecting with it. I think this is the deepest calling here, the deeper calling. The Ace of Wands can also be some kind of passionate offer. It might be the carrot that's kind of dangled in front of you to say, hey, you know what, it's time to make changes to answer your calling. It could be, you know, a new job opportunity that really lights you up, or a new person who you feel this real chemical connection with coming in. That's the shake-up that you need to go, okay, yeah, it is actually time to leave this comfort zone, because I'm now seeing, if you look at the person in the Two of Wands is looking over towards that Ace of Wands, I'm now seeing what else is out there for me. Now, Gemini, in your focused energies, we have the Five of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, as I mentioned before, you may have tried to answer this calling before, or find the one, or make it in business, or make it as an artist, whatever it is for you that is your deepest calling here. There's a sense here that maybe there's been some past hurts or losses associated with that, and then you might have just kind of fallen into that complacency of where you are now to, you know, stop any more of that hurt. The Five of Cups can be about expectations that weren't met, the disappointments, the loss, the sadness, despair. There's obviously levels to that. And there's a sense here that there's still an attachment to that energetic charge of that. And the thing is, Gemini, you know, if we stay kind of lamenting the past and we kind of stay in the kind of the sadness or the negativity associated with that, we can miss the opportunities that are right behind us. So there's something trying to get your attention. There are new opportunities coming in, but first of all, we need to let go of the past stories and scripts that tell us, oh, well, that same story will play out, so let's just stay in our comfort zone. You know, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, all those kind of things. It's time for us to build a bridge over those emotional waters and, you know, just reconnect with the present moment. It's a number 5, you know, it's a card of internal conflict. However, 5 is the number of change as well. I always say this when the 5s come up, you've probably heard me say it before, but change is the energy that can transmute that conflict, because we have the opportunity to make, you know, strategic positive changes in order to move our life forward. And the biggest card of change, other than the Tower in the tarot, just might be the Wheel of Fortune. It is that wheel completely turning to shift you out of this and towards that deeper calling, because it says it's divine timing. And there's a big element of destiny when the Wheel of Fortune comes up, or karma. You know, karmic contracts completing or starting. Somebody did leave a comment recently saying, you know, karma, rubbish, whatever. Look, I believe that we do have, you know, life lessons and interactions and experiences that we've signed up for when we came here, right? And you know, this is trying to move you into one of these. It's moving your luck, it's changing your luck, it's having you meet your destiny, your deeper calling. I think that's quite a beautiful idea, whether it's the truth or not. So the Wheel of Fortune is trying to change your luck here, and it says that, hey, maybe this has been a pattern of your last decade. It's really time to release it, because it might be holding you back in some way, Gemini. We're asked to have the strength and the courage to let that go, to control the inner demons and to reconnect with your highest self. Actually, you know, that can be the energy of the mind or the ego, you know, getting stuck in that self-perpetuating, limiting feelings of overthinking or emotions and that kind of thing. We really want to operate from that higher self. So that's what the Strength card asks us to do, is to come into a place of balance. That's what's going to allow that wheel to turn. It's going to bring you out of that. And there's a huge shift here coming for you, Gemini, with the Transformation card and the 6 of Cups in the outcome or near future position. I mean, transformation is the Death card, and the Death card comes into a spread when we need to release something, purge something, change a way of being, let go, clear the slate, so that that new inspiration, that new dawn, that new day, that new love, whatever it may be that you are desiring here, that is your deepest calling, can come through for you. You know, you're getting ready to walk towards it. And, you know, there's nothing more certain in life than that cycle of, you know, birth, death, and rebirth. This is some sense of rebirth for you. You know, Page of Swords, you're in this kind of beautiful, new, fresh energy. It's about, you know, changing the seasons. There's a season changing here. You're going through the winter in one situation, you know, and ending it so you can step into the spring. I always use that season analogy with the Death card, because it doesn't matter whether it's a relationship, a job, or anything in your life, or friendship. It goes through the spring, you know, when it's all new and fresh and exciting. It goes through the summer, the height of it, enjoying the love of it, the, you know, the romance. And then sometimes we get into that fall and winter where, you know, things start to die down a bit, and then we have the option whether we start a new spring in that particular situation, or whether we move on and do that somewhere else. But this transformation is going to lead you to a spring. Look, new blooms. This could be new love for some of you. The 6 of Cups does talk about potentially someone coming back from the past that you've already known from your childhood, from past lives even, offering you beautiful cups of love. If it's not love or friendship for you, this card can be about moving into a place of really great harmony, balance and joy and love in your life. It's a number 6, and I think that's what you will experience when you are moving towards this deeper calling. You're going to be moving into a place of emotional balance and harmony. So that's what I see there for you, Gemini. I feel like you're on the threshold of that change, or you have been, but that's about to up the ante this week with Wheel of Fortune and Death card. Massive energies. It's time to leave that comfort zone, to move towards the light, to release what's holding you back. Have the strength and courage to do that. Grasp that Ace of Wands, with both hands and use it. Okay, Gemini, I'm going to leave it there, and I do hope you enjoyed the reading. It's a powerful one for you this week. Keep in mind it's the reading for a collective, so it may not resonate for everybody. Might be yours next time instead. Feel free to leave me a comment if you feel called to share. I do read each and every one and try to respond to as many as I can. Helps me get to know you guys and connect with your energies, and I'm really looking forward to bringing you another reading next week.